I was asked about conflict, and conflict is probably the hardest thing to explain to you. It's the easiest thing for me to see in other human beings. So when I walk down the street, I can see reality, so life. And then I can see people that are living in the same reality, but they're miserable or sad or depressed or anxious. So that's the conflict, because everything's fine right now, but in their mind there is some sort of drama going on. So basically what it means is that you live in conflict with reality. So there's two ways of living. Either you're just a human being, just appreciating life as it is in the present moment. So children do this. They don't really have much sense of an ego. They don't have much sense of society, of pressures, of rules, of gender norms, of sexuality, whatever. They live in the present moment. They don't carry on misery commonly. Like I'm talking about like 3-4-year-olds. Kindergartners. If you look at adults, we all have an ego, so we all have this secret that we're hiding, but we're trying to live up to this idea at the same time. So we're not actually living in reality. Reality is the present moment. Any ideas are the past. So thinking is the past. So if I live in the present moment, that's the only way that you can live free from any conflict. So that doesn't mean that there won't be, physical conflicts or like issues in your life. Like that's not what it means. Like things still happen, people still die, accidents are still a real thing, it's real life. But so for instance, imagine I go out on the street and I get hit by a car and break my leg. So if I live in reality, I broke my leg, I need to go to hospital. Like that's it. There's no, I shouldn't have walked out on the street. Why did he hit me? Why did this happen to me again? Why didn't I stay at home? Like that is all conflict with reality. So this is all the mind, the ego. That's us thinking about what happened instead of accepting the facts as they are. So this is why this way of living in the present moment is so much easier. So it doesn't matter what happens in my life. I just, like sometimes it takes a little bit of time to accept the truth. Like, if you see facts, it's sort of easy. So like imagine I go somewhere, somebody slaps me, then it's pretty easy to, this is evidence, this person doesn't like me or whatever, or is violent, or so this is evidence of that. So it's pretty easy to see. If I make excuses for them, then I'm not living in reality, then I'm living in conflict with reality. So I used to do this in my marriage. So I used to make excuses for my ex and try and soften the blow of what happened to try and make my world a better place in my imagination, more or less. My ego tried to defend whoever, whatever, which did not help me in real life, because facing facts is a lot easier than running away. And this is the conflict that Krishnamurti is talking about. So if you want to end your conflict, all you need to do is see this working in your real life. So like something bad happens, you just accept it as it is and you don't go on with it never-ending drama. It's a lot easier. So all you need to do is face yourself and you can live free from conflict just the same, and it's so much easier. You do have so much more energy because this conflict that you drag on, it's hard work, it's difficult. Like now when I think about something, I'm exhausted afterwards because I'm not used to it anymore. I used to do it continuously. And now if something bad happens and I think about it for, let's say, 10 minutes, then I sort of feel like I need a nap. So not thinking is pretty extremely helpful when you have an MS flare-up. And in anything in life, like I'm never exhausted. It's so good, yeah. So thanks for listening, and talk to you soon. One love.